Hi everyone, how are you? Happy March! This video is part of my March newsletter and I love March. It's my birthday on St. Patrick's Day and I've always been one of those people who loves their birthday because it's a whole day dedicated to me. And I love hearing from everybody. I love hearing from my friends and my family, and I always just, the next day, I'm always bummed that my birthday's over, even though it means I'm a year older, but I don't really mind. Um, this month, I wanted to talk about the new trend called minimalism. And maybe some of you have heard about it. There is a documentary on Netflix called The Minimalists, and it's these two guys that have brought the idea of less is more, sort of, and making it a trend, and hopefully not a trend that goes away anytime soon. But basically, their point is not to throw out everything that you own. Clearly, you can see that I still have, a lot of stuff. But I did a blog post a couple of weeks ago, and Andre and I went through our closets and some home goods in the kitchen, and we just basically cleared out the dark corners of the home that were kind of collecting things that didn't hold value that we could donate or throw out. And I just wanted to bring some awareness as to how this has actually created space in our relationship, because a lot has moved since then. And I think that this idea of having just less stuff and making room in your home energetically is a really, really big thing. And if you watch the documentary, or they have a book out, basically the idea is putting value in the stuff that you do own. So you're shifting your perspective on the value of the things in your home and where you spend your money. Because when we really get down to it, the value is not in the things that we own, but in the people that we have in our lives. And when we start to accumulate so much stuff, I think there's a saying that a cluttered home is a sign of a cluttered mind. And I completely agree with that to a certain extent. The more stuff that you have around you, the harder it is to really focus, and it's really easy to get distracted and to focus on the things that are really important. And so what I found with us was, first of all, it was really fun doing this together. I mean, I love throwing stuff out. I love clearing clutter, and Andre is not a super fan of that. So this was a little bit more challenging for him, but at the end of it, he actually felt lighter, and the two of us did it together, which was really fun. And then we took, most of our stuff and dropped it off at a thrift store and donated it. And just the act of doing that together felt really good. And then when we got home, we just noticed that the house just felt lighter and there was more space. And like I said, since then, the two of us have been able to really clear things emotionally as well. And I don't think that that's a coincidence. I think that by us making space in our home, we made space in our minds and in our hearts to be able to clear some other things out as well. And so I wanted to share the idea of less is more, and of maybe paying attention to the value of the things around you and the value that you do spend your money on and what you bring into your home. So now him and I spend less because we look at it and we go, is this really bringing value into my life? And if the answer is no, then we are a lot more able to not buy it, not spend the money, and we feel even better about the things that we do spend our money on and that we do put our energy towards. And it's just a really great thing to have happen in our lives. So for the month of March, I thought, March minimalism. The minimalists had a crazy challenge, I think, in January, where they challenged everybody. On the first, you get rid of one thing. On the second, you get rid of two things. On the third, you get rid of three things, and it goes consecutive like that all month. But that sounded really tough to me, but I thought I'd just put out a minimalism challenge for March just in general. And if there's, a closet that you need to clean, a drawer that you need to go through, or any, room in your home that is cluttered, that is full of things that you don't use, I challenge you to go through that this month. You have a whole month to do it. So hopefully you can find time, I know you can, to go through that space, that area, and to clean it up and to see how good it feels and to pay attention to how you feel while you're doing that. That's my challenge for you this month. Minimalism March, we'll call it that. And I would love to hear from you on how it's going. I would love to hear how you're feeling, what you're throwing out, what you're finding. Maybe you find some ancient thing that you had no idea was even in your house and you're just horrified that it's still there. Post your comments below the video. I would love to hear those, and I'm sure others would really love to hear them as well. It's always sort of entertaining to go through old stuff as well. So I hope that you all have a really great month, and thank you so much for being a part of me and my videos and my blog. And if there's anything that you would like me to cover at any point, whether it's self-care or relationships or just lifestyle in general, I would love to hear from you. I love getting feedback, and I really do take it seriously because sometimes I run out of stuff to think about, to talk about, even though that might seem crazy. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you. So have a wonderful month, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.